Please don't touch. Two are more than two forces. Two are more than two forces. Acts. All these forces act simultaneously or one after another. Simultaneously or one after the other. Simultaneously. Simultaneously means at that time. Very good. At that time. Simultaneously. Two or more than two forces act simultaneously. Simultaneously on an object. An object. Then the overall effect of these forces on the object is known as resultant force. Resultant force. Known as resultant force. Two or more than two forces simultaneously acts an object, then the overall effect of these forces on an object is known as resultant force. Resultant force. Over as you know. Like that? Good. Right? Now tell me what do you mean the resultant force? What do you mean? Why are you laughing now? Acts simultaneously an object. Then the overall effect of these forces on the object is known as resultant force. Okay, I told you know how many forces are acting on this pad. For the total resultant force acts simultaneously on this object. That means the resultant force net. This is also called as a net force. Also called as a net force. Net force. What is the net force? What is the net force of this? Net force act on the object. Net force is how much? Four forces are acting. What is the total net force? What is the result? Sum of the net force of the object. What? How much? 4n. 4n means now it is balance. You are telling balance. No. That means total net force is resultant force is net force. Resultant force. How much it is? Now, okay, take this back. Now I am holding on my palm. One force in my palm is applying a force on back. The back is also applying a force on my palm. Then that bat is at rest. You will understand that. Then what is the net resultant of force?
This balance.
Balance. Okay, balance means resultant force is 0. Then only the bat is at rest. Otherwise, what happens? The bat is started to fall down. That means, do you understand that? Resultant force net, resultant of force is 0. Do you understand that? Okay. 0. Okay, now I will come to that point. Now you all understood about what you mean the resultant force. Now, let us move on to another concept, that is balanced force and unbalanced forces. Balance is, my boy is always telling again and again, he is telling that balanced force and balanced force. Now what do you mean by balanced force? Okay? Tell me, what do you mean by balanced force? Okay. 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 One day someone will balance it. Come. Very good. Come. Keep it. Now, okay. You also pull. I am also pulling. Now, we both Balance. Okay? Pull me. Okay? Now if we move forward, move towards me, what is that? Hey, brother. Okay, now you move towards me, then what do you say that? It is unbalanced. Okay? Yeah. Balanced force, very balanced force on there. Balanced forces are that forces. Balanced forces are that forces. Balanced force. Don't knock. That forces causes motion of a body. Motion of a causes do not forces does not causes. Sorry, does not causes. Does not causes. Causes motion of a body. Those forces are balanced forces. Right? Balanced forces. The balanced forces always, how much it is? 0. Net force is 0. Remember this very well, okay? Right. Now you understand what you mean by balanced force? The balanced forces are that forces does not causes motion of a body. Understand? Come here. ಅವನು ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? We are balancing together. Am I right? Suppose if my force is more, then what happens? There is a motion in this. Okay. That is next unbalanced force. Very unbalanced force. What do you mean by unbalanced force? Hey, don't talk. Please wait. Causes motion in an object. That's all. Unbalanced forces are that forces causes motion of an object or a body. See now, please note down and immediately quickly look at the board. I will explain something by related to these pictures. Hey, hello, ಏನು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀಯ ನೀನು? ಒಂದು ಆಚೆಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಡೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತೀಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಏನು ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬರೀ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಕಾಣೋದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್. Right. Got it done? Okay. Balanced and unbalanced forces. Right. See here. Look at the picture. See, unbalanced force. The truck is moving. It is moving on the road. See why it is moving? Bigger force. What is that? Newton. That is engine push. Nothing but that force. Pulling force is 100 newtons. Smaller force. What is that? Again, air friction. That is nothing but air force applies a force. ನೀವು ಬೈಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಬೈಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಗಾಳಿ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? That is what is that? 60 newtons. Then total resultant force. Okay. What is that resultant force? Is 100 minus 60. Force total net resultant force is 40. Whether it is a balanced or unbalanced? Unbalanced, because it is this bigger force. Which one force? The vehicle which applies engine force, that is nothing but mechanical force is more than the frictional force. That is why it is air force. That is why it is moving, okay, on the road. Okay, next look here. Here how many forces are acting on this car? Observe this. It is also weight, that is gravitational pull. reaction force, that is wheel reaction force. Then red color indicates the frictional force. This is driving force, nothing but this is mechanical force. Engine, when you start engine, it is mechanical force, it is pushing up, that is mechanical force. Then air resistance, already I told no, air is also a force. But these net resultant of force is when it is at rest, then resultant of these force or resultant force is 0, that is why the car is at rest. Suppose if the mechanical force, but engine is not, then you give an accelerator, then car starts to move. That means it is unbalanced there. Am I right? You understand balanced and unbalanced. Look at the examples also. Right, balanced force. See that? The man is balancing that. Now I brought a car here. See, now I am holding this, I am applying the force on this car. Now what is the state of this car now? It is a rest, nothing but it is a balance. Alright? If I push this more force, then the car moves. That is a pushing this car. Then you imagine this tray I am placing on the table, then it is at rest, nothing but it is a balance. See, the man is balancing that, holding up this weight and this weight, otherwise you will fall down. To balance, he is going to be holding the weight. See that, this is a balance force. Then it is also balanced force. We did both of, we did know, this is balanced force. This is unbalanced. Why it is unbalanced? Unbalanced, it is unbalanced. Why it is unbalanced? Yes. Because it is 400 newtons. He is 300 newtons. These three guys. These three are 400. That means it is unbalanced. Here also balanced force. The man. Now I am standing here. I am balancing. Am I right? Balanced. Because gravitational force and normal force simultaneously perpendicular forces are cancel each other. That is why I am balanced. Okay. See that he is on this skating. He is moving. That is unbalanced. The man is balanced. He is standing on the skating wheel. That is he is also balanced. This is also, you are sitting on a stool, you are sitting now, you are balanced. Alright, this is what the balanced and unbalanced forces. Okay, right? Now let us move on to one more concept, that is types of forces. Types of forces. Types of forces. How many forces you can find or you can list out? How many? Gravitational force, mechanical force, frictional force, okay, right? Muscular force, okay, right? Then I can classify electrical force, okay, right? Magnetic force, excellent. Magnetic force, then magnetic force, then next.
Elastic force.
Elastic force, okay, right? These I can categorize into two types. One is contact force, another one is the non-contact force. Two types. Note down that is contact force and non-contact force. Contact force and non-contact forces. Okay. Contact force and non-contact forces. Right. So now I am pushing this. This is an example for contact force. Okay. That is muscular force is contact force. Then what else may be? Frictional force is also contact force. Frictional force, muscular force, all these are examples of contact force. What is the non-contact force? Throwing the ball. Throwing the ball is a contact force. Yes, very good. Gravitation is a non-contact force. Then gravitation. Another one is electrical force or nothing but static force. When you keep and move, that is static force also. Then magnetic force. See, the magnetic force also, what is this? Magnetic force is also non-contact forces. You are keeping here an object, then you holding here, then it started to attract. That is what we can call it as a non-contact forces. You understand that there are two types. One is contact force, another one is the non-contact force. See here, the pictures. See, this is balanced for example, unbalanced. See the unbalanced again, examples, these are the pictures, you can see that unbalanced forces. Suppose if the bird is flying down, that is unbalanced forces. See that, you can see that all these are unbalanced forces, example for unbalanced forces. Next, these are the examples category we can make, that is balanced forces and unbalanced forces. Right? See the types or examples for contact forces. Applied force, spring force, drag force, frictional force, normal force, all these examples. These are the non-contact forces. You understand that? Observe the pictures. Contact force and non-contact forces. Right? Okay? These are the examples. See that when you are take comb and then comb your hair and then hold, then it started attracting. That is what examples for these, right? Okay. Now look at me. So far we studied about how much? Meaning of force, the effects of force, types of forces, effects of force, then resultant, balanced, unbalanced, and contact and non-contact, but types of forces. Do you all understand that? Huh? Vector quantity and also unit of force also we studied. Do you all understand that? Okay. Now I will please write the answer for my questions. These questions on your notebook. Your notebook. Look at. See that. Please answer these questions. An aeroplane taking off. What kind of force is? Whether it is a balanced or unbalanced? Unbalanced. Very good. A book rests on a table. Balanced. Okay. A kicking a football. A picture hanging on a wall. Then what is that? Parachute. Falling at a constant speed. Constant speed. Balanced. Okay. Right. A car slowing down. Balanced. Unbalanced. A bike speeding up. Unbalanced. A body standing still. There is stretching a spring. Stretching a spring. Unbalanced. Thing. Unbalanced. Okay, right. Next. Answer this question. Give 3 examples for contact force. Block up. Beg, very back. Quickly write answer for this. Only answer. Don't write the questions. Only answers. Quick. Give 3 examples of contact forces. Give non-living objects exert a force. Are you able to understand such questions? Okay. If yes, give 2 examples. 2 examples for can non-living objects exert a force? Do you agree? Non-living objects exert a force? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Then tell me examples. Yes. Bad. Okay. Does it exert a force? Yes. It exerts a force on me, no? Right? Like your examples. 2 examples. Right?